my microphone. Okay, so welcome again to this short live lesson. Yeah, it is on. And today, in this lesson, we are going to practice English by doing an exercise that will help us understand how or when we can use the auxiliaries do and the auxiliary does. Do and does. So let's start. First, before showing the activity or the exercises that we will do together, we need to remember when we use the auxiliary do and does. These two auxiliaries, we use them in present when we speak about our routine, when we speak about habits, actions that we do every day, usually, always, for example, always at night, always in the morning, every day, every weekend. So remember, we use them when we talk about habits, actions that we do in our daily routine. All right? So let's start. And first, do and does. Remember, does. Do and does. If you don't know, you don't have idea about these two words in English, let me show you the exercise. So let's do this exercise together to practice English. Help me with the exercise number 1. It says, where Layla like to do her shopping. This, welcome to those who are joining to this live. We are practicing English for a while, okay? So let's do analyze number 1. Where Layla like to do her shopping. This, in parentheses, it says that this is a question. So, for example, what is the word that we need to write in this space? Do or does? According to the subject in this question, Layla is she, so in this case we need to write does. Where does Layla or she like, this is the action verb, to do her shopping? Let's continue with number 2. Analyze number 2 and help me in the chat, please. Number 2. This is another question. Look at the question mark. So it says, Ali know how to drive. Ali know how to drive. Ali can be the name of a woman, for example, of a girl. So which word would you write? Do or does? Tell me. Do or does? Analyze. Ali is the name of a woman, a girl. So, here, for example, we would say Does. Does Ali know how to drive? This is our question. Does she know how to drive? Okay, let's continue with number 3. Number 3 says, my son like eating vegetables. Vegetables. And this is an affirmative sentence. So in this case, this is not a question, it's a negation. What is the auxiliary to create the negation? Because it's not possible to say, my son like not. That's not possible. So we need to use an auxiliary, or do or does. Please tell me, what is the best option for this? My son is he. Yes, he. So in this case, we say does. My son doesn't, or doesn't or does not like eating vegetables. This is the negation. He does not like eating vegetables. Okay, let's continue with number 4. Tell me in the chat if it is clear for you. Number 4 is another negation. I like eating very spicy food. Remember that this is negation. It's not possible to say I like not. In English, we don't say that. So let's say I don't or I do not. I do not like eating very spicy food. Or with the contraction that is super common when we are speaking. Don't. I don't like eating very spicy food. All right, let's continue with number 5. So number 5 is a question. A question. And we need to identify what is the subject. According to the person, the subject, the person that executes the action, we know what is the auxiliary, if it is do or does. For example, here is you. You. Is it possible? Does you? What do you think? Does you help? Of course, this is incorrect, right? With you, we use do. Do you help your mother? This is, do you help your mother? And this is a question. We also use these words do and does to answer the yes/no questions. Let me change this for my camera. We also use do and does to answer the yes/no questions. For example, do you have pets? Do you have pets? In this case, I say I don't, or yes, I do. I have 2 pets. So let's continue. Okay, so let's continue with number 5. Remember, do you help your mother? The answer is yes. Yes, I is not possible to say I help. Yes, I help. No, this is not natural or this is not a common in English. We usually say, no, I don't. We use the auxiliary don't. I don't. Okay? So, do you help your mother? Number 5. Yes? Yes. Sorry, it's positive. Okay. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Continue with number 6. Number 6 is another question. Another question. It says, um, well, I don't know the pronunciation for this name. Let's say Hiva. Okay, so let's suppose that this is the name of a girl. Okay, a girl. So this is she. So she eat breakfast. She eat breakfast is a question. A question. What is the correct option? Tell me which. Do or does? Analyze. Is it possible do she or does she? In this case, the correct option is does. Does